If you're talking about the top college football programs in history, national titles and all-time victories are usually mentioned. Many of these teams are dominated by blue bloods, although not all of them have enjoyed continuous success over a long period, except for famous coaches. There is no impartial method to sift through the annals of history and evaluate college football's all-time greats without placing a significant premium on winning percentage. For this exercise, the winning percentage is computed by dividing a team's total non-vacated victories, including bowl and playoff games, by their total number of games. The NCAA counts ties as 1/2 of a victory and 1/2 of a defeat. For the 2020 season, these figures include bowl game outcomes and college football playoff history. Nebraska, Notre Dame, and Oklahoma joined an elite team of players when they won their 900th game in the 2019 season, while Penn State got on board in 2020. All four colleges are among the most successful FBS programs in the history of the sport. Here are the top 10. Number 10. Tennessee Volunteers. First season, 1891, winning percentage, .671, wins, 849. Tennessee's football program has had a rough time over the last decade or so, but this is the longest streak of failure in the program's history. Nevertheless, the Volunteers need to be on their guard because SEC East foe Georgia, 839, is just behind them in terms of wins. Number 9. University of Southern California USC Trojans. First season, 1888, winning percentage, .699, wins, 852. USC is attempting to go back to the glory days of the 2000s when the Trojans were an NFL draft pick factory and a recruiting monster. Because of the Reggie Bush incident, the University of Southern California lost 14 games between 2004 and 2005. Otherwise, it wouldn't be neck and neck with Tennessee on this ranking. Number 8. Penn State Nittany Lions. First season, 1887, winning percentage, .688, wins, 902. Because of the Penn State child abuse scandal, the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA, revoked 112 of these wins, but they were reinstated in 2015 after they were cleared. Penn State would have finished 13th all-time in wins if it hadn't been for the incident. Coach James Franklin, who took over from Vanderbilt after the 2013 season, has led the Nittany Lions to their finest season since then. After more than 3 decades without a national championship, Penn State is banging on the door and appears to be getting closer. Number 7. Nebraska Huskers. First season, 1890, winning percentage, .688, wins, 905. Nebraska's team won 9 games or more in each of the 9 seasons between 1969 and 2001, so they have found a place at the top of this list. Solich left in 2009 and the team has had 4 coaches since then, including Mike Riley and currently Scott Frost. Since 2009, the team has only had 3 10-win seasons. To get back on track, a program hopes to regain its reputation. Number 6. Oklahoma Sooners. First season, 1895, winning percentage, .726, wins, 917. Over half of Oklahoma's victories, 492, have come under 3 different head coaches, Bud Wilkinson, Barry Switzer, and Bob Stoops. Lincoln Riley, the current head coach, is off to a strong start. There are 4 Big 12 titles under his belt in his first 4 years. Number 5. Notre Dame Fighting Irish. First season, 1887, winning percentage, .729, wins, 918. Both coaches Knute Rockne and Lou Holtz won more than 100 games at Notre Dame, while 2 other coaches, Ara Parsegian with 95 victories and Frank Leahy with 87, came close. The Irish gained 900 victories in 2017 but had to do it again when 21 victories were invalidated due to academic misconduct. Number 4. Texas Longhorns. First season, 1893, winning percentage, .704, wins, 923. A lot of people may think that the Longhorns' reputation in college football is exaggerated, Nonetheless, Texas has only had 16 losing seasons in their 125-plus-year record. Steve Sarkisian, the Longhorns' first-year coach, aims to put the Longhorns back in the national championship contention as one of college football's most historic teams ahead of the 2021 season. Number 3. Alabama Crimson Tide. First season, 1892, winning percentage, .729, wins, 929. During the last decade of football, Alabama has compiled a 127-12 record. Following their 13-0 season and playoff victory against Notre Dame in 2020, Alabama surpassed Notre Dame on this ranking for the first time in history. Crimson Tide will continue to ascend the rankings if they keep performing as they have been lately. Number 2. Ohio State Buckeyes. First season, 1890, winning percentage, .730, wins, 931. After winning the Rose Bowl in 1920 and the national championship in 1942, Ohio State has risen to the number 2 spot on this list because of its success since the 1950s. More than 550 games, 31 conference titles, and 7 national championships have been won by the Buckeyes within this time frame. It's a good time to be a Buckeye, thanks to ongoing recruiting supremacy and a product on the field that matches off-the-field success. Number 1. Michigan Wolverines. First season, 1879, winning percentage, .727, wins, 964. In the history of collegiate football, the Wolverines have won more games than any other program. Early in the 20th century, courtesy to fielding Yost's Point a Minute squad, the Wolverines were the first true powerhouses in collegiate football. In the modern world, Michigan has only had 3 losing seasons in the previous 50 years, however, Wolverine supporters may not consider the 2020 pandemic-shortened season, 2-4. Thank you for watching and please subscribe to our jaw-dropping channel for more great videos.